This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Macy Marie. Tens of millions of Americans are on tornado watch this weekend after powerful twisters hit several Great Plains states. Kenneth Craig has the latest.
Near Geronimo, Oklahoma, the damage to some homes is substantial after a tornado touched down early Saturday, and a suspected tornado also hit Abilene, Texas, tearing up homes and businesses.
Oh, look at that. It's right in front of us.
The National Weather Service says 8 tornado sightings were reported in Kansas, including this one in Mineola. It knocked a semi-truck on its side.
Oh, it's on the road! It knocked the semi over in the road in front of us.
The same team of storm chasers followed this twister as it tore through southwest Kansas, ripping apart this mobile home. No injuries were reported. The day after shows the path of destruction left behind. Tornadoes were also reported in Nebraska. Storm experts are warning residents to be prepared.
It's really important for folks to have a plan, monitor forecasts, and be ready to take action, if a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning is issued for their location.
The powerful storm system stretches from Canada to Mexico and is expected to bring more severe weather during the week. Kenneth Craig, CBS News.
Forecasters say parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana could see tornado activity through Saturday. For the next several days, the weather system is expected to bring thunderstorms with damaging winds, hail, and flash floods to several states in the central and southeastern U.S. Now back here at home, Powell County Search and Rescue members say a hiker had to be airlifted this afternoon from the Natural Bridge. The National Guard airlifted that hiker out. The man was unable to walk. Another call came in tonight for a possible lost hiker near the Hoods Branch Trail inside the park.
Today was definitely a taste of summer. We were very hot, very humid. Here at Hazard, we were in the low 90s this afternoon. Yes, the low 90s, and that heat and humidity sparked off a couple of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. But let's go ahead and check on Pinpoint Doppler right now. You can see that loop. We see a couple of showers through our southeastern viewing area into Harlan County. A couple showers moved into Letcher County. Now we are just seeing them in southern Pike County and into our Virginia counties. Everyone else, though, looks to be dry, though. We are starting to dry out, so that's some good news for this evening. Whitesburg looking pretty calm this evening, excuse me, definitely not the morning. We are looking at downtown looking pretty calm, and we'll see those calm conditions continue for the next several hours. But those temperatures, we are a little bit warmer in the Big Sandy, low 70s, and then into the Cumberland Valley region, we are into those mid to upper 60s, so still feeling pretty muggy out there for this evening. Here are your Twitter topics for tonight. Hot and humid, that is going to continue into tomorrow, and that will spark off more rain chances as a cold front advances. And will that cold front bring any relief from the heat? I will let you know in my full forecast in just a little bit, Macy.
All right, thank you, Kelly. This past week, many of us watched crews search and then rescue 22-month-old Kenneth Howard. And now he's finally home safe with his parents. Today, a superhero met this incredible little boy. John Buckland, also known as Batman, visits children like Kenneth with a story of resilience and faith. He's the president of the nonprofit organization Heroes for Hire and says people should learn a valuable lesson from this rescue.
And all the drug addiction and all the suicides and all the things going on in our life, 22-month-old boy comes along and shows the whole world how to survive and that hope's not dead.
And as you can see, Kenneth is recovering well, out running around today. When rescue teams found him more than 1,700 feet from his home, he was treated for dehydration and some tick bites. Runners and walkers alike laced up their sneakers this morning and supported the Gray Matters 5K. This is the second annual 5K hosted by our very own Brandon Robinson. The event is put on to help raise money for brain cancer research. And Brandon fought his own battle with the disease and wanted a way to help others, which is why he started the 5K. More than 150 people showed up to show their support today.
We have been humbled by the amount of support we've gotten the last 2 years, and this is going to become an annual event. We're hoping to go long into the future with this, just to help bring awareness to a disease that has claimed so many lives and has affected so many families.
So a big shout out to everyone who went out today. Gray matter is the darker tissue of the brain, which is where the name comes from for the 5K. The 2019 Elk Draw took place in Prestonsburg today, bringing out people from all around the Commonwealth. Less than 600 of the 35,000 applicants were selected for this year's lottery. More than 90% of those selected are Kentuckians. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife representatives say they're excited for this event every year.
Today's a testament that elk in Kentucky is working. We have a vibrant, healthy herd here in Eastern Kentucky, and we're happy for Eastern Kentuckians to have the chance to participate in this program.
For the entire video of that elk drawing, you can head over to our website, WYMT.com. 4 men were arrested following an undercover child predator operation in Franklin County this week. Kentucky Attorney General Andy Beshear's Cyber Crimes Unit conducted that operation. Authorities arrested Jarrett Hoskins, Ricky Cornish Jr., Joseph Levitt, and Michael Stewart. All men face charges related to using electronics to try to get a minor to engage in sexual activities. Now you can view their mugs on WYMT.com. A high school football coach in Oregon is being hailed a hero tonight after tackling a gunman on the school's campus. Students, parents, and law enforcement say the coach prevented what could have been a turn of events for the worse. Here's Carter Evans.
There's an active shooter at the school.
It's an all too familiar scene when a gunman bursts into a classroom.
Nobody was really prepared for this.
It was terrifying. It was truly terrifying. None of us knew if we were going to make it out alive.
But at Parkrose High School in Portland on Friday, no one was shot.
Crazy.
The alleged gunman was tackled and held as police arrived.
I'll be going into custody.
And Keenan Lowe, the school's football and track coach, is being hailed as a hero.
He really cares about us, so I'm not surprised. He's a great guy, and he always makes us do our best, so I believe that he's just doing what he had to do.
Lowe played 4 years at the University of Oregon. To his former teammates, now in the NFL, praise poured in quickly. "You're a hero, and it's an honor to call you my friend," said one. Another wrote, "Keenan Lowe is a national treasure." His students definitely agree.
This makes me look up to him even more because, I mean, seeing that a person like him would go out of his way to do something like that for all of the students at Parkrose makes me feel like I'm in a safe environment.
The alleged shooter was a student at the school, and he'll be in court on Monday when classes resume. The Parkrose High senior prom is this weekend. Life is back to normal, thanks to the coach. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Joe Biden kicked off his first official campaign rally today in Philadelphia, where he'll have his campaign headquarters. The former vice president integrated his base by taking aim at President Trump. There's another reason former Vice President Joe Biden is setting up shop in Philadelphia, though. That's where he held his first campaign rally. Voters in the heavily Democratic city could make all the difference in determining who wins Pennsylvania in 2020, a precious battleground state that helped propel President Trump to victory.
How to make government work. Not because I've talked or tweeted about it, but because I've done it.
Since announcing his bid, Biden's attacks have mostly been at the president, and President Trump is planning to hold a campaign rally in Williamsport, Pennsylvania on Monday. A landmark home can be yours for free, but there's a catch, and it's a big one. If you want the house, you have to move it. It's located on a lot in Redlands, California. The land was purchased by Redlands Community Hospital for an expansion project. The move must take place by July 9th. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is in Johannesburg, South Africa to attend and promote the annual Arnold Classic Africa, was unexpectedly attacked by a crazed fan. The incident happened while Mr. Schwarzenegger was taking a Snapchat video of gymnasts competing when an unknown person breached security and proceeded to kick him in the back in full view of everyone who was both competing and watching. Stand-in Convention Center security responded swiftly by apprehending the offender and handing him over to the police. Mr. Schwarzenegger says he has no intention of pressing any charges. 2 New York police officers are being credited with catching a Florida murder suspect who's on the run. 32-year-old Nicholas Gibson is suspected in the murder of 77-year-old Eric Stalker in Miami Beach. Police in Florida had notified the NYPD that Gibson was headed to New York City. And Sergeant Roger Coleman and Officer Estenvi Rosario recognized him as they exited a subway train.
Hit the flyer on the phone, maybe 15 minutes. before. And there he is. He steps off the last car of the L train coming from Brooklyn. He walked right to me.
Gibson put up a fight before he was taken into custody, and as a result, Officer Rosero is recovering from torn ligaments in her hand. Also, authorities believe Gibson could be a serial killer. After being taken into custody, they say he confessed to being involved in 6 additional murders in Florida, Georgia, and California. And still to come on Mountain News Weekend Edition. One of the world's largest cities in the grips of crippling air pollution, and we'll explain why.
Another warm and muggy day is on the way, but I'll tell you about some relief we may see and how long it will last coming up in a few minutes.